You might not know the word EMAW, but they do in Manhattan, Kansas. It means every man a Wildcat. And inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium, virtually every man, woman, and child is a Wildcat and loves Kansas State. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed. They'll stop him at the 16. Offense getting set for first down. Movement here from the tight end. They'll leave it with him. And a pickup of 8 opens. Opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Rides to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Kansas State.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get it through the air. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. A first down for the offense. Back to throw, it's Green. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all of the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QP position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
They'll try the run. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Jackson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll run play action. Now improvising. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
The give. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
On the play. 2nd down. That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. A run for the quarterback. Kept it on the ground on 3rd down. Picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short. This is a designed run. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage. But just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free, you just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself opening. Nice job between those two.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Now on first down from the 40. He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Touchdown, Wildcats! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Will take over 1st and 10.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Little touch pass to the receiver. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to throw, it's Green. He's got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far for the field goal. Punting does nothing for you. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Quarterback keeps it. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Motion from the offense. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's James. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just 9 seconds to play here in the half. Let's see if they come out guns a-blazing. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half.
That's the end of the first half with the game tied.
Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And here comes the offense on second down. Holds and fires complete to the right. And the Razorbacks brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Looking for space to the left. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, the most insight.
Second down.
I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Now the play fake. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And the defense comes up with the sack. And this defense has been dialed in all day. Really good job. This offense is going to have to find something different, do something to try to stretch this D and make them feel uncomfortable.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense.
Say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. Down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Wide receiver shows motion. Going to the running game. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. They'll try to add another to their lead.
The kicker is on
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He's got a chance to take this one back. They had the extra point blocked. Now the kickoff unit out there and hoping things go a little smoother. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field.
42 Spider. 4-2,
They'll go to the ground. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Kansas State pushing the pace. Back to the ground with the running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. We've reached the 2-minute warning and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. The crowd is going to tell you the result of this when they are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. Wide out in motion. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. They're setting up the screen. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the 1st down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to move it through the air. The sure hands, it's Giddens. He would love to have picked up the 1st down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Yeah, that could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab down the middle. Slithers into space. Flying down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Kansas State.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. That's caught. It's Brown. At the 35, he's open. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Using his feet.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Dropping back, It's Green. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? We just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
On third down, he drops the throw. Got his man quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. This is what you do in the backyard. You never do it in the middle of the game. It's always final drive, clock winding, got to have a score. Offense down one possession. Quarterback will keep it.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Got 5 wide out spread across the field on 2nd and 5. He'll take it himself. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? They want to run this quarterback. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. The line of scrimmage is the 25. It'll be a 42-yard kick for the win. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! The game winner! Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Powell of EA Sports College Football.